of Keemstar. Well, I guess not really. This is just a clip from Gideon's reaction to me reacting to his video. Originally, do you know who Gideon is?
I'm not familiar.
So he's like a young TikTok comedian, kind of like he does like the classic like prank shit. He has some pretty funny. Sometimes he has some pretty funny clips and whatnot. But then he like popped off on Twitter or not Twitter, on Twitch when he first came onto Twitch, and basically was like there was a whole thing with like him and Pokimane, which he apologized for and made amends with.
Oh, this I tried figuring out what that was about.
Yeah,
it was like
he was just like doing like a hate raid on her by being like, "Yo, he like changed his Avi to Pokimane and whatever."
What,
just like
what, was he? Was it just one of those things where like just people see her and they're like, "Fuck you," you just like hate her for no reason?
Yeah, exactly.
There was no previous.
Just
thing?
like regular. No previous thing. And then he tried to like say it was because like this is squash beef already, and I think that they handled it well, so I don't really care about that. He's reached out to me before, and I've like corresponded with him before on Instagram DMs and stuff. I think he was like looking for someone to fight for like the
new boxing shit that gets on.
Well, I don't know if it was like specifically about Creator Clash, which iDubbbz is throwing, but like basically that. Something along those lines, and I was like, no, I'm not going to fight you, but I hope you can find someone, whatever. And Keemstar does suck, obviously, as we all know, even though we are fond of him and fascinated.
Kind of editorializing, don't you think?
I wonder if ACC still... Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm not going to read that. That's stupid of me to read that. Okay, so anyway, Keemstar, Gideon exposes Hassan for be racist. He got so horny that like he like forgot how to type appropriately. 3,000 likes by the way.
This is how people say Russian bots type.
Yeah, personal.
Like troll. Hey. He's typing like a troll farm.
I guess it was 9 a.m. in Moscow. Yeah. Keemstar, more like Kremlin star. Got him.
Damn.
Okay. Personal opinion: Gideon is just 21 years old, and you can tell he's way smarter than anyone gives him credit for. I've never thought that he was like stupid.
He's 21.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Look, I mean,
I think Keemstar's automatic predisposition is that he was stupid for some reason. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
I never thought that, but
I want to say then, look, sometimes you just fucking yell at someone and troll someone for no reason when you're 21 online. I'm certainly not going to condemn him for that. Shit, yeah, I was doing that when I was like 27.
Oh, for sure. You're allowed to be stupid. How he sniffed through the bullshit of Hassan and got to the base of reality of Hassan using Gideon's race, intelligence. I don't even know what this is, but I assume so.
This is
right
a
here.
Crazy attempt at a construction of a sentence.
Yeah.
This is like, it's sort of like if the car that Homer designed was a sentence. It is barely holding together.
Yeah. So what this is like Gideon goes to the most racist town in America or whatever. How is it like? And he's right there in that video. He's talking to a guy who's like, "I'm a white separatist. I don't believe in white power, but like, I want blacks to be somewhere different."
Oh, so a swing voter.
Yeah, exactly. And basically, like, well, I even gave him props for like looking to find the president, the leader of the Klan. Like, he was literally like searching.
That's right, dude. And it was just him. He didn't have like...
No, he had like one other... I think he had... Well, it was him, his other like white friend, and then just an army of Zoomers from that town that are like big fans of his.
I'm fucking glad those kids were with him. But like, even still, like, that's ballsy as shit.
So that's
like,
what I was... That's
really
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
ballsy. Damn,
exactly.
Dude.
He's like straight up putting his life on the line. But of course, he's like one of these apolitical guys, right?
Yeah,
so...
yeah.
Ultimately, I think his argument was that it's like, this town is not that racist. Like, look at the mayor. And the mayor apparently is like the type of mayor who was like, what did he say? There's no police brutality here in this town, because there's no black people in this town. Something along those lines.
Yeah, we passed a law that says you like can't sag your pants in 1996. So we have no crime or police brutality.
Yeah. Some shit like that, right? And I don't know if like the mayor himself is like personally racist or whatever the fuck, right? But there was one person who said like the town itself is like, there's racist people there, and there's of course not like there's racist people there, and then there's like obviously not racist people there,
Right,
which is
yeah.
duh, of course, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works, and it's something that I mentioned as well while we were fucking watching the video.
So he talks to the mayor, whose name is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
Burlington, Vermont.
yeah. So let's see. This is where the headquarters of the Klan are, but let's see what he had to say about my reaction.
This is what I'm taking away from it. Just because he didn't, you're basically saying to me, this is how I personally feel. This is how I feel. Like, bro, like this isn't like factor. This is all opinion. This is how I feel. What you're saying to me is, I don't understand basically what's going on in this situation. That I just had this was a 45-minute conversation that we cut down. That in this 45-minute...
Wait, where's my take on it? What did I say to him that got him to be this way? I don't remember. But anyway, let's just watch.
I have no idea what was happening and stuff like that. And I need to relook everything. That's basically what I'm hearing. I'm feeling very patronized. And stuff like that. And I'm not going to lie. What did the girls say? It's given, like, bro, it's giving white savior vibes. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm not a white savior. As Keemstar pointed out, I'm a racist, apparently. So
yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, well, or you're a Gemini, you know?
I am a Gemini.
One or the other.
I got both. I got both going on.
Do you ever feel like you're like in the movie Memento? Or like, or you're in like what's that David Lynch movie with Naomi Watts, Mulholland Drive, like something like that. Where it's
I've never seen that one, but I have seen Memento.
Right,
I do feel that way because I'm on Twitch all the time. I'm streaming nonstop,
like,
so my brain is broken.
This is insane. Like you're like freeze frame of you reacting to his video, him reacting to you. It's like,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we do this a lot. This is the only way to do back and forth. But yeah, I guess he said I was he thinks I'm being patronizing to him, but like it's because I was critical of him kind of like whitewashing a little bit this dude who's literally like I'm a separationist. I'm a white separationist. Like literally next door neighbors to the guy who is the main Klan guy, which actually, that part was really funny because he's like, "I want to be like Israel, but for the whites."
He says that. The old Richard Spencer line.
And then he goes like, "What do you mean? Are you like? I thought you guys didn't like Jews." He's like, "I didn't say I like Jews."
That's like a gotcha question.
Yeah. He's like, "No, I meant for Israel for whites," which I thought was really good. Like that was actually pretty funny. He said, "I'm not a segregationist. I'm a separationist." You know, like separate but equal.
It's an interesting. I mean, like there is an interesting history of this because this guy Gideon, he is definitely not like a black nationalist at all. Like
I was there because
I don't like he's not that, but there is a history of in black nationalism, like Nation of Islam would have these.
No, but he's not, dude.
Right? No, I'm saying he's not, but I'm saying like there's an interesting history just where like black nationalists would have like George Lincoln Rockwell speak and be like, "Well, like, what if we did this?"
Yeah. But this person,
I was there. I always have NOI on the brain.
I was there because I worked on his filming set. I had no idea who he was until I started watching you. To be honest. Oh, this was one of the dudes. You were one of the kids that were with him. Yo, his house smells like fresh garbage bags and dog shit. It was pretty gross. That's awesome.
Okay, look, if you're 21, that's going to happen.
No, not him.
Oh, the mayor?
No, not the mayor. No. He's not talking about Gideon. He's talking about the fucking racist dude's house.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about like because he went to the separationist dude's house. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, let's watch the rest of this. But like basically, I'm saying like he's a separationist. Like he is literally this peak racist. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing more than that. So me calling that out is not white savior vibes or whatever. It's just I'm a political commentator, and he's one step removed from the fucking Klan leader.
Like it is giving white savior vibes and stuff like that, bro.
Bruce Drop Him Off also watches and brought up similar points, but it's funny how you're targeted for saying this. Well, because like I'm a fucking political commentator, and also I'm white, so obviously it's like way. It's way more politically palatable for like apolitical people for him to like dunk on. For him to fucking dunk on like like a white guy who's being a white savior.
Bro, I don't need what I'm hearing.
So I'm
feeling very patronized. I'm feeling very
totally
patronized and stuff like that.
Like,
and I'm not gonna lie.
Into it at
what do the
all.
girls say?
None
It's
of the history
giving
or anything.
like, bro, it's giving white savior vibes. Like, I'm sorry, like it is giving white savior vibes and stuff like that, bro. Bro, I don't need anybody to save me. I don't need any race to save me and stuff like that. The only person I need to save me is the Most High. That's it. That's the only person I need to have my back and stuff like that. I don't need a white savior. I don't need a black savior. I just need me, myself, and I, and the Most High. Other than that, I'm good and stuff like that.
If you were black, he would say you were acting like a victim. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he would say. It doesn't really matter.
And for you to interject,
whenever I see two
your
people
opinion,
argue, I sort of swap their races around in my head to see what it would look like. So I'm exactly like that, Chatter.
Okay.
Understand what's going on.
This is tricky territory. Everything you and I will say will be used against me regardless.
I was gonna say something very measured though before I made that.
So make sure
that joke I shouldn't have made. What I was gonna say is like if I were a totally apolitical dude, and like I just I didn't like I didn't my mom didn't have me when she was 40, and I had the resulting brain conditions where I wanted to read the fucking Robert Caro, Lyndon Johnson books when I was 14. And I just didn't give a shit, which is really the normal position in America, right? If you're like a 21-year-old kid, you just like, even if you're smart and like a good entertainer, politics is for fucking perverts and weirdos in America. And like someone, you talk to someone, they express like their ideas, like all races are separate, but everyone's like equally treated, even though like if you're interested in politics or history at all, that wouldn't be the case, like the history behind this position. But if you're just coming into it as much of a blank slate as you can be, I am sympathetic to like not immediately going, oh, what the fuck? This is the same thing as, Klan shit or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I don't even remember like criticizing him in that situation. I think I was just like literally correcting what his analysis of the situation was, which was wrong. I mean, and that's okay. Like being black in the situation doesn't mean if you can be black and have like the incorrect assessment, because the entire purpose of white power or all lives matter is basically to market it to as broad an audience as possible. That's why they don't say they're racist. Like racist people never say they're racist. You're never going to find a Nazi that's like, I'm actually a Nazi.
Varg.
Except for Varg.
The king.
Fair.
The
fair.
greatest one in the
it's
world.
True. Varg does say he's a Nazi, like all the time. Thulian.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He's the greatest one in the world because his plan of political action for Nazism is like quit your job and go live in a car in the forest.
And impregnate like 8 Scandinavian women.
Yeah. Live in a hut. Like live in an outhouse. I'm sorry. This is a digression, but did you see when the guy who commented on Varg's video, the screenshot today, where it's like, listen, I don't agree with you on the racism shit or the Judaism stuff, but like you make some really good points also. That's me.
Yeah. If you were meaner to him, I think you would have gotten less shit in this particular situation. I mean, I wasn't mean to Gideon at all. I didn't even care about what Gideon was doing. I cared more about like him having a conversation with a white separationist who was coming across as like in the most calculated and like and polite way possible. And liberals straight up are incapable of like parsing through this information. Which, by the way, he called me a liberal, which is funny. From what I understand, according to Fizz, one of my moderators, his assessment is that conservatives are openly racist and liberals are like secretly racist. Conservatives are more openly racist though, but liberals are secretly racist, which he's right.
I am.
He's right. I agree with that. He misunderstood what a Chatter's comment was trying to say, which is why he called you a liberal and then said liberals are racist. Look at how polite he is, by the way. He's forming the local teens into a gang. Yeah.
I'm forming the local teams into a gang, bro. Bro, I swear, man.
Wait, he thinks. Oh no! No, it was
someone else said that.
Yeah, he said hoggers. Like he's being like a conservative. Like he's LARPing as a conservative in the chat.
Oh man, that's tough.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Okay, you're a comedian, Gideon. What the fuck? Anyway, the Chatter's comment had hoggers in lowercase, so it didn't show the emote. He didn't know. Yeah,
damn, dude.
dude, every micro, like every like little fucking thing is fair game when you're a Twitch streamer.
That's why I'll never do it.
But he would not know. Like this is literally the Hoggers emote, like right underneath it. You know what I mean? Look, Hoggers. Like it's like what we do to make fun of Trump supporters.
I have to.
Oh, you have to leave soon?
No, not. I don't have to leave for like 90 minutes or so.
But don't show anything on your screen, by the way.
I'm not. There's like nothing interesting on here anyway.
But
no, there's just a quote I'm looking for.
He's a streamer. He knows. No, but he's not a Twitch streamer. He got banned after his first stream, so I assume he doesn't know. Anyway, look. I don't really care about that, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that. People commenting in the 2-hour video Papa Gut made about you are mad that you weren't loud enough when someone donated $10K saying basically you didn't care about it, Lamau. What?
Well, yeah, act like you've been here before.
The racism of Hassan? What the fuck? What is happening? Why do so many people... Dude, they're like fucking sharks. You know, Lil Xan was right, dude. I'd much rather be in a room full of friends and family and loyal friends than a room full of clout sharks, dude.
That's what... No, I like...
All right,
I literally could not like do that. Like... do this. I every day I say like things that could be taken horribly.
No, the problem. That's why I made an alt account too. Like, dude, it's because like I can't even tweet like fucking sarcastic shit or like shit posts in the same way that you do because like once you read a search, once you reach like a certain level, like no one wants to be charitable at all. Like no one will see it as a joke. And they take everything I say seriously. Like I'm 100% serious. Like I'm making serious political commentary.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy I'm fucking capped out.
Like even when I said like Lil Xan was right, I'm sure someone is gonna be like, look at this fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, Lil Xan destroyed his car. Do you realize how bad that was? That he did that to a G-Wagon?
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm really happy I'm like capped out. I can still retweet John. I can retweet those whispers that our friend John makes where it's like, you know, reblog this if a guy's ever put his cock in your ass and pissed.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't. Yeah. I can't do that, but I was not going to do that anyway.
I think, I've reached the maximum amount of people I'm ever going to reach, the exact percentage of population I'll ever get. And for that, I can still mostly be myself.
So let's get back to it. I don't want to, hold on. Let me see what the fucking Keemstar clip was. Let's finish this.
Just because, you know, he wasn't being racist to my face, that he's going to be violently, if he was going to be racist, he said violently racist. How he's going to be violently racist behind my back? What the fuck is he going to do behind?
What? He like literally did not understand. Oh, because, okay, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about how like racist white people aren't like overtly racist in most instances to black people in their face because they're like afraid of black people. And I, as someone who's like super white passing, like I've been involved in, I think I was talking about like my personal experience of like, my personal experiences with like my black friends and how the dynamic in college and stuff would be dramatically different, where I would hear people say some like really suspicious shit that they normally never would say around black people. And I think that's precisely what I was talking about. Bro, you're white? No, I know I am. That's the point. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm saying specifically that like white people that saw me as a white person, and I am a white person, were very comfortable about saying some racist shit around me that they would never say around black people because they're like afraid of black people. I said this exact same thing yesterday. This is why I enjoyed being red pilled. At least I knew they were racist outwardly, unlike leftists. Yeah.
Man.
Racism is only when I get called an N-word to your face. No, I mean, I don't think he's... They act differently when black people are around. They act differently when black people aren't around. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know why that was like that aggressive for him to come at me with that. Because like, there's a reason why these motherfuckers wear hoods. You know what I mean? Like at the rallies, they don't want to show their faces. That dichotomy is like right there in front of your face. Like the reason why they do that is specifically because they don't want like their public persona to be unkempt.
Yeah. You got to figure that like most Klan chapters are like 60% informant now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Cops love that shit because it's like one of the like few things they can like not fuck up infiltrating. for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why historically cops had a. I mean, I guess they didn't prosecute it back then. I don't even think they prosecute it as hard now. Maybe there was like a little bit under the Trump administration. There was a little bit of like the woke FBI, but
I mean, like, define prosecute. I think that like they're probably still doing the shit where they like goad like mentally ill Muslim teenagers into this shit.
Yeah, they're doing
we probably just like don't hear about it as much, and it's a little bit hard to like evince anything from just like court filings, even though there are a lot of people who are very good at reading those. I just like it seems that like at least the media's focus shifted to them doing that to like, you know, fucked up like mentally ill white people. As for actual prosecutions, I don't really know. I have no idea.
I mean, they're fucking it up anyway. Okay, let me finish this.
My bad. If anything, he should have got the whole gang and like kicked me off his property. I was on his yard. If Brody wanted to go crazy, he had every right. Could have said it was self-defense and stuff like that. But no, he came outside. We had a civil discussion.
Wait, why is he straight up defending this dude who's like, I'm a white separationist? What the fuck's going on? That's crazy, dude. I didn't realize he was like actually fucking. I thought he was defending the mayor. Like,
so this is the Klan guy he's talking to.
That guy he's talking to is literally the neighbor of the fucking Grand Wizard of the KKK, and he openly in that conversation that they had, apparently it was 45 minutes. I want to see the full one. I want to see the full cut. Straight up fucking says like, you know, you can't come to our church because it's a white church, and says that he's not a segregationist but a separationist. He hates you more than racism. I don't think he hates me, dude.
I obviously, like, this guy they're talking to, you know, bad guy, amazing jawline.
Oh, yeah, I made fun
Look
of
at that.
Yeah, I was saying, like, he's fucking
chiseled.
systemic inbreeding. That's what happens when you do white purity.
I could grate cheese on that. Damn, that's sharp.
Boom. Like, that's why, like, bro, I'm not saying you're a racist or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, like, everything that you're saying in this video and what your chat's saying, I feel is way more racially motivated than anything he said.
Dude, why would the fuck would my chat be racist? What the fuck? What is he saying?
Anything that anybody in that town did to me and stuff like that, because
I feel like he's keeping things polite to get a better chance of talking with the Grand Wizard and to avoid a fight. Yeah.
I feel like I'm being patronized, and when you're being patronized, that means you're not on that same level because the people think that they're superior. Like,
we getting you in hot water again? I mean, always. But first of all, like, we monitor the chat pretty aggressively. It's like one of the best, one of the best, like probably the only political chat that doesn't get out of fucking control. So if you can find one comment in a sea of like fucking otherwise like normal commentary when there's 33,000 people in here, and you use that to be like, yo, you're a fucking piece of shit because you misunderstood what was going on, I don't know what to tell you. The other part of this, though, is that this shows me more than anything else that like he straight up doesn't think this white separationist dude is a racist, which is I didn't really see. Yeah, he said I'm more racist than the guy who's literally in the Klan. Like he is unironically making the argument that like I am more racist than the guy who's in the Klan and is saying like he's not a segregationist but a separationist, because I'm correctly saying like that historically speaking, white supremacists will oftentimes temper their fucking attitude around black people and in civilized society specifically so they can fucking subtly drop their fucking arguments into conversations to make themselves seem more normal.
I'm gonna ask sort of like a meta question. Dude, when you're like in the midst of something like this, like a React prism or like infinite mirror hall.
Wait, did I misunderstand? He didn't say. Wait, sorry to not respond to what you said. He didn't say I was racist. What? He said he literally said he's not calling you racist, but he fucking goes forward and says like I'm doing white savior shit, which is racist, but I guess he's not calling me. It's Keemstar that's calling me racist.
Yeah. Do you like, okay. Is there ever a point where you would watch something like this and go like, oh, like this is pro wrestling. Like I don't think this guy fully believes this.
all the time,
or
all the time.
Do you ever get the impulse there to like be like, okay, well, fuck it, I don't care. Or
yes,
I like won't touch it.
The smart thing, I usually don't. I used to all the time. You're being farmed by the lowest level of shit stir. Not gonna lie, this person was also pushing the narrative that Pokemon was a coke fiend. Don't forget it. Yeah, I think like, there was a time when I would like take everyone super seriously because I had like a fucking brain disease where I thought like no one on the internet is being like a certain way specifically to create content. I'm sure they're being serious, and especially if I've like talked to someone in outside of like a on-camera situation, like I will usually assume that they're approaching a subject matter in good faith. He said, "I'm not calling you racist, but Hassan and his chat comments are more racially motivated than the Grand Wizard's friend guy."
So he's saying like more obsessed with race, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, classic.
Like
it's a classic conservative take, which is like liberals make everything, libtards make everything about race or whatever.
It's one of those things that's like they kind of don't realize how true it is. Because everyone in America, it's like how no one in America is actually like a free speech fundamentalist.
Yeah, of course not.
Everyone in America is they got a little bit of college in them. They got a little bit or a lot, but everyone has enough to do like a little standpoint theory.
Oh yeah,
and like a little id poll. Everyone does. Everyone.
Republicans do it so much now.
Like everything. Like tow truck drivers have like college like standpoint theory type things.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of amazing, but yeah, I don't know. I this is interesting to come in from the outside to say, because I feel like I've, on a much smaller scale, I've been both you and him. I've been the guy who's just, making the most fucking unfair assumption about like the guy bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, we're not as good at remembering our own lives as we'd like to think we are, maybe. But at least I don't think at the time I was consciously thinking like, oh, I don't fully think this guy thinks this, but I'm doing this to like grow my own profile or like build my own career, or because it's like this is a singular opportunity I have. I don't believe that I had that conscious thought, though. Again, like maybe I did. Who knows? You can really allow yourself to think incredibly like transactional weird things when you're like 24 and doing this shit. But after a while, like you definitely like get tired of it, because you are being fundamentally dishonest in your own internal monologue in a way that like makes you kind of insane, even if it is good for your career, or even if it does like produce like a largely positive reaction, which it does like the newer you are. But I've also year 2 and year 3 of doing like a show that's pretty popular, not almost every day of the fucking week, like 12 hours a day with like tens of thousands of concurrents, but like fairly popular, been on the other side of that and gone, like tried to see it from the angle of like, well, yeah, if I was this guy, I'd fucking hate me too. If I didn't feel like I got in the right place at the right time, I'd be like, fuck this cunt. Like I'm going to take like the most ungenerous interpretation possible, because
but it's
it's
motivated.
It's
motivated. It's motivated by financial benefits too, though. Like a lot of people, especially when you're like, ultimately we're a brand, right? I'm a brand. Whether I like to see myself as that way, and I try not to conduct myself that way at all, I'm still a brand. And basically, what ends up happening is in that situation, like if someone is getting a lot of shit all the time, and it's like pretty easy to just be like, I'm positioning myself against this brand, right? And my brand is like, fuck Hassan. You can get a lot of people with a lot of like-minded people to like jump on that train and be like, yeah, you're right. And I think what's going on here in this situation is like, in a weird way, his defense of this dude is like way worse than the original video itself, where he was like talking to him and whatever, by like saying I'm wrong, and by defending the fucking chinless inbred fuck over here, who literally said like, I want to do Israel but for the whites, straight up, and said I'm not a segregationist, I'm a separationist. you know, and shitting on my historical analysis in regards to the Klan and the messaging that like white supremacist movements use. His video lacked any sort of historical analysis in regards to the Klan. You added that, but that was the point of the video. Most racist town isn't that bad. Let's put hate aside. Exactly. So when he does that, he is in a weird way basically finding himself to do, you know, propaganda for the Klansman and his ideas. And I mean, I don't know, call me a white savior if you think that that's, you know, addressing that with appropriate historical context makes me a white savior, but like I'm gonna do that no matter what.
Right. I mean, like like what I was gonna say, like at the end of all of that is that, like that's kind of the point, is that online, but especially like any online media, you are not a real person to anyone else. They are not a real person to you. And like it's just sort of like plot without characters, if that makes any sense. It's like the literal substance of this video, like for his purposes now, is not important. It's just like the reaction vector.
Yeah. And now but, it's not even the no. The substance of the video is completely transformed, and now we're not even talking about the substance of the video. That's precisely why the Keemstar proportion that was publicized on his Twitter doesn't even have my take on it. It's just him saying you're patronizing me and you're like racist for doing so. It makes me feel like you're being a white savior in this situation, which I'm not. You did make the distinction that he's clearly not knowingly doing propaganda. Yeah. That was what I was, that is what happened here. And now it's even worse than the prior situation. Let's see what Keemstar's fucking idiotic take was though, because I do want to see that. I do want to see what Killer Keemstar had to say, considering that, you know, he said, Hassan, racist, which... Love that. Didn't change. Look at the title. He's so awesome.
Fucking love him.
He's so fucking dope.
I hope he doesn't have a repeat of Christmas 2016 where he hits the fucking dog.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. He does not. He should not get.
Of all time.
Yeah. He should not have that. He should never have to experience that. Okay. Where is it? Where am I on the video chat? Like I don't want to see all this other shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay. He's talking about. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's
go. With Gideon ending racism.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Video has popped off, getting over Atlantic. Ban all my music from all YouTubers. Get a real job.
Oh, you're right after YoungBoy.
Speaking about yikes, I gotta tell you this story. Back. Okay, Gideon. All right, Gideon went to the most racist town in America. He uploaded this video 4 days ago. I went to the most racist town in America. The video has popped off, getting over 6 million views. Now, here's the thing. When Gideon went to this town, the most racist town in America, obviously is...
Why this motherfucker... not, like, how does he not know how to shoot like a horizontal video? What the fuck? No. Why is this a vertical video, bro?
No, this is cinema verite. He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Why is this vertical, bro? What's happening?
It's just like how I do not agree with Gideon, but I'm sympathetic to, you know, being in the react vector, to being, you know, the reactor and the reactee. I don't agree with the content of Keemstar's video, but you cannot deny his talent as a director.
Yeah, no, it's good. He's right. He's probably cutting this for Snapchat too.
Black man, right?
Yeah.
He didn't really get a lot of hate. He didn't get a lot of racism. He actually talked to people. He had good conversations. The kids in the town were fans of Gideon. They invited him to the school. They had a prep rally around Gideon. So, like, when you watch this video, you gotta applaud Gideon for getting the...
No, I think he's just like real horny because he hates me.
Yeah, he did this like today.
Yeah, no, I ratioed him so fucking hard that he like literally broke up with his super young girlfriend at one point, and then he blocked me again.
I'm not gonna make fun of that because that's like gonna be me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like a shittier. I'm gonna be like shittier. I'm gonna do like a one. I'll have like somehow like been fired from Chapa when I'm 39. And I'll do like the horrible, like just a podcast version of this basically. And I'm going to date like a 21-year-old girl, but people will think it's okay because she's wears the Kekistan t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not, you know, I'm not going to condemn him. I'm not condemning anyone today.
All right. Let's see.
Results that he got, which were all positive and not necessarily racist. But you know who had a big problem with, Gideon ending racism? Hassan Piker. Now, if you don't know Hassan...
But, like, he's making fun of Gideon ending racism himself. What? It's like... The funniest thing is, like, obviously Keemstar's fan base are just, like, a bunch of little fucking 12-year-old weirdos. Well, except for you.
Yeah.
Or the 30-year-old contingency, which is just, like,
business
fucking
owners.
4chan guys, all right? The only people left on 4chan. So, for them, like, they're not even going to comprehend that Keemstar literally is, like, on the one hand, laughing about, like, Gideon ending racism, but like, which is something that he's joking about, but also something you should take seriously, except for Hassan, who's fucked up and criticizing it. Like, what? Am I not allowed to fucking criticize something? Like, my criticism was like pretty light too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy he's here and like involved in this whole thing because he's kind of the maximalist position, right? Of like, if you like kind of keep reacting as you age.
Oh.
Like for me, I'm saying like, therefore the grace of God that I could be doing that. You could argue that I still do a bit of it. Maybe I do, but man, it's like a foolproof method, and he's very good at it. Yeah. But I think it irreparably alters your relationship with reality.
I mean, he lives in Buffalo. You know what I mean? Like fucking
Buffalo rocks.
I'm just saying,
Erie
like
County.
at that point, you don't need to be that in touch with reality.
I mean, I guess you do. Like,
he lives like a god probably in Buffalo.
Oh
dude.
my fucking god! Like
with his salary, with his YouTube salary. Oh my god.
What do you think? So I'm gonna assume like on the lowest end, he probably makes what, like $5 million a year?
Probably more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like most conservative estimate in Buffalo, dude. He's like. He's Charles Foster Kane.
He's Buffalo Oblast, dude.
Yes.
He's the he's the representative. He owns Buffalo.
He's Sosa from Scarface. Mm-hmm. Every time people talk to him on the phone, there's like a money counter on the other end.
Okay, let's continue. Let's see what
Piker's like. He's like this political guy, right?
Like he doesn't know who I am. Yeah, some fucking political guy. I don't even know. I haven't made like 11 fucking Twitter videos like angrily from my phone every time he used to tweet. Like, it's some political guy.
Damn.
So, he's always trying to be the savior of black people and whatnot. I personally always got the feeling that Hassan wants bad stuff to happen to black people. So then...
Can he say that? He really popped off. He really popped off. He popped off on this one.
He said, "I've always felt that. I've always felt that way. I've always had that feeling that he wants."
Oh no!
So since the fucking moment he saw you, since you were on TYT, he was like, "This guy wants bad stuff."
Oh, dude. Even back when I was saying the N-word all the time, I thought this guy cutting videos about Black Lives Matter and getting death threats was thinking bad thoughts secretly. Dude, that's awesome. That's great.
I personally always got the feeling that Hassan wants...
He popped off. He literally popped off on this.
I mean, it's like, this is
his greatest work.
This is like a brain-destroying form of expression, right? But he's the best at it. Like by virtue of him being able to say that with a straight face, I've just always had the feeling, I've always had the feeling he's racist. I've always had the feeling he wants bad stuff to happen to black people.
That's great.
It's like he's like sort of a savant, I guess.
No, seriously. Keemstar literally called someone the N-word 2 years back and shit. So the fact that he's calling you anyone racist is just hypocritical. I mean, dude, it's awesome. I want to see more.
Bad stuff to happen to black people, so then he can defend black people and look like the good guy.
Oh!
And that helps him, and that helps his like political buddies. So Hassan Piker,
he's like, I mean, by the end of this video, he's gonna say that you're like doing false flags against black people.
Yeah, exactly. No, the thing is like that's a bit of a self-report, right? Like, is in his mind, he's like the only time someone could like come out and like defend black causes is if you have like some kind of gain out of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like it's his small brain world, you know what I mean? So I don't even think he's lying. Like, I think in his heart he actually does believe that like why the fuck would anybody ever like defend black people unless they're getting like some kind of financial gain out of it?
Right. It's that everyone has that moment where they start like analyzing all human interaction and desires through like selfish motivation, which explains a lot, but only looking at things through that lens like gives you a very blinkered view of the world.
Yeah. All right, let's see it.
Reacted to this video from Gideon, and then Gideon reacted to Hassan Piker. This is so bad. I mean, when Hassan is reacting to this, Hassan is like upset, basically, because they're not being racist towards Gideon. This is
what? That is not what wait, what? What?
I feel like I obviously
Hassan is just showing what his part of the political compass is when people who think they're / better, smarter / than everyone else, and because they needed help. I can't even read this.
That's Connor Lamb.
Yeah,
that's Representative Connor Lamb.
Hassan doesn't want there to be progress because it doesn't fit his agenda. Mans can't see that this video was all about love, peace, and respect. These guys are so fucking stupid, dude. Do you not realize that you're talking about a Klansman, dog? What the fuck?
No, these are my best friends. These are me and the Keemstar community. These guys are just like me. They're bi-coastal business owners.
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel like I'm watching Future go in the booth and do March Madness when I watch this video.
This is his greatest work. He's popping off.
He's like in some ways is the best person alive.
Yeah.
This is wild. Roll it.
So the thing is, like, this is gonna make you all so hard. I was hoping you would react to it. So one thing that we need to always establish is that, like, just because a town is racist, one doesn't mean that they're going to be like literally running around and doing hate crimes to every black person they see. I don't know why Americans have such a twisted and understanding of what racism is, which is weird. I mean, I know Gideon doesn't give a shit because he's like, you know, he's a content creator first. Like, that's what.
I mean, no, I do give a shit because, you know, first, I'm a black man. First thing I do care. And then second thing.
Okay.
Where do I get the professional Raw Dogger shirt?
I don't know. I do love the shirt though. Yeah, I want one of them as well. He's okay. Let's just watch.
Yeah. I don't have a skewed perception of what racism is. I've been black 21 years of my life. I know what racism is. I know the different forms that it comes in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just unbelievable. Gideon breaks down like...
Okay. Nothing I said... First of all, I didn't say Gideon personally doesn't understand what racism is. Okay, obviously I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Americans don't understand in a lot of weird ways. The broader American public thinks racism is when you say the N-word and nothing before and nothing after, and certainly not even when you're saying the N-word. Actually, if you ask some Republicans, they'll be like, "Well, did he say it in a racist way?" So, and that's. You know, and that wasn't even, I hadn't even watched the video at that point, but I was responding to a chatter, and I'm right. That assessment is like 100% correct. I don't know why, who the fuck would watch that and be like, wow, that's really fucked up that he said that. I mean, it's true.
It seems, right, it seems like it's like every single like statement is taken in like the least generous terms possible.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, I'm not going to say it's like 100%. Like, I will not say it's 100% disingenuous because it's like, no, I remember like doing that. You know? So some, like they say in Unforgiven, deserves got nothing to do with it. Sometimes you do it to like people who you wouldn't find sympathetic. Sometimes you do it to people who are. It's just like whoever fucking crosses your path and maybe in some part of your soul, you think like getting one over on them can do something for you. But I don't know. Yeah, it's another example of how this like type of career makes all of us insane.
Yeah.
Patronizing him.
Chat Chili's actually 21, just bald. Okay, guys, listen. Bald solidarity. Okay.
I don't think he's bald.
No, he's very bald. Balding. But that's okay.
We're all balding.
You did say he didn't care? Well, I mean, he didn't. He cut a fucking video where he's like, and then ended up defending the Klansmen. So yeah, he doesn't. He cares more about making like fun content. Regardless, like whichever way it goes, he doesn't care about like the underlying message that that the content itself is creating for his like Zoomer audience. So yeah, I wasn't wrong about that. You can fucking turn around and be like, dude, fuck you, you piece of shit, all you want, but I'm fucking right. Like, what do you mean? I think he just wants to be the next Daryl Davis. Someone said that in the fucking conversation that we were having, and I told you guys that like what Daryl Davis has done is put a tremendous amount of work into converting fucking racist people into no longer being racist by empathy, certainly, and that in and of itself is already like a contentious topic, especially in like black activist circles specifically, because some people think that like spending that finite amount of time and effort you have into converting some of the most fucking racist people is not necessarily the best possible way to actually go about it. But he's not even doing that anyway. He was not doing that. He was not trying to convert a Klansman. If anything, it just came across as whitewashing the Klansman because he was being fucking correct. I thought you were joking. Accidental courtesy, Daryl Davis and Race in America? No, it's just I'm very familiar with Daryl Davis's work. I've talked about it before.
My mouth's dry from that.
Oh, from the highball energy?
So much fucking guarana. You want anything?
No, I'm good. Those people Daryl Davis converted went right back to being racist once Trump got elected according to Daryl himself. I didn't even know that, but regardless, Daryl Davis had a approach. His job, he wasn't just like turning around and being like, yeah, these guys are so civil to me, a black person, so that means they're not racist. Daryl always knew that the fucking Klansmen were racist, but they could be converted into no longer being racist. You know what I mean? Daryl Davis doesn't capitulate to white supremacists and oh, there you go. I mean, here exactly. Thank you, Chatter, for finding exactly what I said. Converts them actively by being like, white supremacists are good people. He literally shows them the error of their ways. That's the difference between like someone who's literally listening to a white supremacist be like, I'm just a white separatist, brother. And then going, yeah, that's whatever. You know, wow, you're really polite to me. That's not what Daryl Davis does. It's disrespectful to Daryl Davis's legacy in that situation. There you go. Oh, by the way, thank you, Chatter, for finding that very quickly. That was crazy. Anyway, let's continue with Keemstar.
Treating him like he's subhuman and that, you know, he needs Hassan's protection from racism.
Yo, he's just going at it, dude. Let's go. Killer Keemstar.
So like,
I want to run it back.
Like, he's able to overpower so much, like, in his own mind, you know? Where it's like, you hear yourself saying things sometimes or you're about to say them and you're like, wait, should I say it? He's just like, no, push ahead, blow past it.
Yeah.
He thinks he's subhuman.
I've never. People have called me like Hassan so many times in like various different ways of pronouncing my name, but like I've never felt like someone was saying it like a slur.
Yeah.
Before it keeps like Hassan.
He is. Alex from our stream, he pointed this out to me. I thought he was lying. Keemstar is part Armenian. So maybe, you know, there's a subtext here. There is a subtext here. Okay?
Yeah, no, it's valid then. I have to agree. I'm sorry.
Dude.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Dude, this is like the movie Crash. This is the new Crash.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, you're like I guess you're Sandra Bullock. Who is the like woman that helped her? That's Keemstar. I'm Brendan Fraser, I think. Yeah, this is Crash, dude.
Yeah,
he's so much like Crash.
Yeah.
It's in LA, or like partly
stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just unbelievable. Gideon breaks down like Hassan patronizing him and treating him like he's subhuman and that, you know, he needs Hassan's protection from racism. Watch this, roll it.
This is how I personally feel. This is how I feel. Like, bro, like this isn't like factor. This is all opinion. This is how I feel. What you're saying to me is I don't understand basically what's going on in this situation. That I just had this was a 45-minute conversation that we cut down. That in this 45-minute conversation, I have no idea what was happening and stuff like that, and I need to relook.
But I don't get it. Is he saying that like he understood that the guy in front of him was a Klansman, and that like he still chooses to defend him? Then like I don't. Like, I truly don't understand what his position was in the situation now.
I was going to ask that.
Because I think it was, like, me being charitable to be like, oh, well, this guy's, like, using, you know, flowery language to, like, basically hide his, like, ulterior motive or his true perspective, which is, like, horrifyingly racist, right?
I was going to ask that because, like, yeah, I haven't seen the video at all.
I mean, we can show you the Klansman side in a second after.
I wanted to see the video because it's, like, I think this would like be easier to get to the bottom of, or not get to the bottom of, but like figure out which way is up. If like I knew what the thesis of the video was, basically.
The thesis of the video is the most racist town in America is actually not racist because people were very polite to him. And even in the beginning of the video, I say like, of course, there's plenty of non-racist people that live in like places that are declared racist, even in sundown towns, right? And here's a timestamp to your reaction to this conversation. Okay, we can watch that in a second. But basically, even from the jump, what I was stating is like, there's going to be normal people. That's what, and I was even telling my chat, like, liberals have this tendency to fucking get mad and be like, fuck red states. Like, you deserve to be fucking punished, right? And there's like plenty of good people there that, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, just because the majority of people didn't vote for the fucking Democratic Party doesn't change that reality. And even in this video, I say, like, I don't give a fuck if someone is even a Nazi. They still deserve health care. That's why I believe in universal programs, yada, yada, yada. Like, all this stuff, right? But basically, in this part of the conversation, he's just straight up talking to the dude who lives next door to the Grand Wizard.
I like the...
and is a part of the same church.
I like that just like with conservatives, their version of like that debate where it's like, oh, these red states like got hit by a hurricane because they're bad. No, like good people live there. Their version of that is when they're like, oh, San Francisco is like a fucking shithole, third world country. Like Chicago, they just kill white people when they go there. Like fuck those places. And then other conservatives, when they do the thing where it's like, Trump actually won California. Trump won Chicago. That's their way of being like, no, good people live there.
Yeah,
they're just under Gruesome Gavin or Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah, that's why this is voter fraud. That's the reason. That's the only reason why actually he lost. Because like, don't worry, there are good places.
There are tons.
There
of
are good people.
But I that is to say, like, there's a great like symmetry in all this. So the line always right is like, well, liberals are racist. They just don't say it to your face. They do it like in polite ways, right? And that's true, of course. But I mean, it's like I should wait until I like see this part. But like that sounds like what the Klan guy does too.
Yeah, no, the Klan guy.
He's for sure racist, but is also like polite, right?
Let me just I'll just, instead of my reaction to it, I'll just show you basically what the Klan guy said from the original video, I think. Or let's finish Keemstar's take first, and then we'll show you what the Klan guy said.
That's basically what I'm hearing. I'm feeling very patronized. And stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie. What did the girl say? It's given. Like, bro, it's giving white savior vibes. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
And one other thing I have to mention is, like, when I'm talking, when I'm reacting to a video, I'm not reacting to fucking Gideon. I'm not, like, giving him advice. I'm talking to my chat, to my community. That's what I do. There are people in my community that are asking questions. There are people in my community that want to understand or deserve to understand the historical context associated with the Klan. And also how white supremacist movements regularly try to sanitize themselves by using certain kinds of language. So I don't know why people watch my videos like this and then act like I'm, straight up being like, hey, Gideon, like, let me educate you. Like, I don't give a fuck, okay? For the record, I don't give a fuck. If you can have this kind of attitude, you can think that like a Klansman is actually like a good person because he was nice to you and because he didn't like call you the N-word or whatever, and he only told you that you couldn't go to the fucking the white church, especially you couldn't go to the white church, that like instead of like saying the N-word or whatever, that he's not as bad, okay? But my analysis of the situation has nothing to do with like me talking to Gideon. He literally said he would call him the N-word if he wanted it. Yeah. So I don't know why white savior vibes right now. No, I don't give a shit. But as a political conservative, a political commentator, like this is, I am a conservative and a racist.
Yeah, this is a conservative stream.
Yeah.
When I'm on it. If he is just like completely like bottom of his heart, like when the stream ends, he's like, oh, like, you know, got him. This is going great. Like it's just completely cynical, you know? Which, like, you know, I don't know one way or the other. I try not to guess too much what's inside people's heads. He's probably like very disappointed that like I'm here, because it's just like, I'm like poison to YouTube metrics. He won't get anything out of reacting to me. I had a bestseller like 5 years ago. He's not getting. There's no burn you can get from me.
I mean, there's no burn that you can get from anyone can get from you if you don't respond. I respond a lot, and I think like once I started responding, like everyone saw that that's like a way to make even more content. So now I usually don't respond unless it's like a third party like Keemstar instigating. You know what I mean? And it reaches like a broader marketplace, a broader audience. That because like ultimately what these guys are doing is basically well, not Gideon, but I don't think Gideon was like personally willingly doing this, but like what Keemstar is doing is just like smearing me. You know what I mean?
Right,
He's like saying like you're a racist. Like here is a black guy who thinks you're patronizing him, so you're a racist person. And like it's like a light cancellation. Obviously, it doesn't work. Like who the fuck's gonna? No one with like 3.5 brain cells more than fucking Keemstar is gonna turn around and be like, wow, this is literally like, yeah, Hassan is definitely a racist person.
This I was trying to like figure out what like this all reminds me of, and it reminds me of like derivatives trading, where it's like you have this like ephemeral thing that's like based on another thing, and that is like reacting to a video someone made, where it's like sort of like in your mind is a tangible thing because it's connected to something that's real, but is already abstracted, and then that gets further abstracted by like another guy reacting to it.
We're playing telephone.
Right, you're playing telephone, and then like you have the derivative of the derivative, you have the future, that's like the third react, and then you have Keemstar, which is like the AIG, who like buys like $1 trillion worth of those with credit. That's him taking like, you know, the escalation of these derivatives and then going, oh, Hassan thinks he's subhuman. You're like, yeah, no, this is
no, he really popped off. He really popped off with that one. Honestly, that was, I mean, he really dove. He dug deep inside of my brain and reached in there and found the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is giving white savior vibes and stuff like that, bro. Bro, I don't need anybody to save me. I don't need any race to save me and stuff like that. The only person I need to save me is the Most High. That's it. That's the only person I need to have my back and stuff like that. I don't need a white savior. I don't need a black savior. I just need me, myself, and I, and the Most High.
Chatters, 19-month subscribers. Now, this is the best part. When look. Notice how he was like saying supportive things and smart things in the chat, and I didn't respond to him. This is one thing that like all the Twitch chatters do. This is a 19-month subscriber. Okay? I didn't respond to any of that, so he switched it up. Look, he goes, because it's really bad and Gideon is not representing it well. And then now, finally, he's like, all right, fuck it. He's not responding to what I'm saying. So he goes, Hassan Abi, you're just sad nothing bad happened to him. Like, literally, every other...
Do you think this guy's joking, though, maybe?
Of course he's trolling. Is he joke, man? Like...
I think he's... I think he's probably joking.
I think he just wanted my attention.
I have a lot of bad
replies,
and I try to see the best side in them sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard, and I also feel the same way that you feel about your reply guys sometimes about my chat.
They're good. They're fucking. Yeah. They're fire.
Yeah,
stuff like that. And for you to interject your opinion, thinking that I don't understand what's going on, and that just because he wasn't being racist to my face, that he's gonna be violently. If he was gonna be racist, he said violently racist. How he's gonna be violently racist behind my back? What the fuck?
I didn't say violently. I said virulently.
What are you gonna do behind my back? If anything, he should have got the whole gang and like kicked me off his property. I was on his yard. If Brody wanted to go crazy, he had every right. Could have said it was self-defense and stuff like that. But no, he came outside. We had a civil discussion. Boom. Like, that's why, like, bro, I'm not saying you're a racist or nothing like that.
I wasn't even saying that he was being violently racist. I was saying that he was being virulently racist. And not only that, but also, like, again, now you said violently. No, I'm pretty sure I said virulently. But even if I was saying fucking violently racist, like, ultimately, it's not what he is saying. He's in the fucking Klan, dude. Like, him being nice when the cameras are on, talking to a singular black person doesn't change the reality that his like entire ideology is